Srimad Bhagavatam 4:12-51 Jnanam Jnata Tatvaya Jnanam Agyata Tatvaya Jnanam Agyata Tatvaya Yodadhyat Satpathe Vratam Krupalor Dinanathasa Devastasyanu Grannate Jnanam Agyata Tatvaya Yodadhyat Satpathe Vratam Kripalor Dinanathasya Kripalor Dinanathasya Devastasyanugrannate. The narration of Dhruva Maharaj is sublime knowledge for the attainment of immortality. Persons unaware of the absolute truth can be led to the path of truth. Those who, out of transcendental kindness, take on the responsibility of becoming master protectors of the poor living entities automatically gain the interest and blessings of the demigods. So, here is the purport. Jnanam Agyata means knowledge which is unknown almost throughout the entire world. What is the knowledge that is unknown that we don't know? Jnanam Agyata. No one knows what is absolute truth. Materialists are very proud of their advancement in education, in philosophical speculation, and in scientific knowledge. But no one actually knows what the absolute truth is. The great sage known as Maitreya, recommends that to enlighten people on the absolute truth, the Tattva, devotees should preach the teachings of Bhagavatam throughout the entire world. Throughout the entire world means these are two. What world means to you and what the world is actually. How much you are concerned with the outside world. How much you are influenced on a daily basis, minute by minute by the outside world. Like that. So Vyasadeva especially compiled this great literature of scientific knowledge because people are completely unaware of the absolute truth. In the beginning of Bhagavatam, it is said that Vyasadeva, the learned sage, he compiled this Bhagavad Puran to stop ignorance of the mass of people. Because people do not know the absolute truth, this Bhagavatam was specifically compiled by Vyasadeva under the instruction of Narada. Generally, so one has to compile scriptures on the not alone. You cannot alone just compile scripture and declare to the world, here is piece of spiritual, found findings of my own, and all must follow it. No, Vyasadeva, under instruction of Narad, he found out this Bhagavatam book. Generally, even though people are interested in understanding truth, people, though they are interested in understanding truth, they take to speculation and reach at most the conception of impersonal Brahman. So, even though people are interested in understanding truth, what they do majority of the time, they take to mental speculation, and because of this, they reach only to the impersonal Brahman, and very few actually know the personality of Godhead. So, recitation of Bhagavatam is specifically for enlightening people on the absolute truth, the supreme personality of Godhead, and we know who it is. So, Vishnu or Krishna, that is Krishna. Although there is no fundamental difference between impersonal Brahman, localized Paramatma, and the Supreme Person, factual immortality cannot be obtained unless and until one attains the stage of associating with the Supreme Person. Devotional service, which leads to the association of the Supreme Lord, is actual immortality. Okay? So, pure devotees, out of compassion for the fallen souls, are kripalu, very kind to people in general. So, what they do, they distribute Bhagavad knowledge all over the world. A kind hearted devotee is Dinanath, protector of the poor, ignorant mass of the people. Krishna is also known as Dinanath or Dinabandhu, the master or actual friend of poor living entities, and who doesn't know anything about their existence, what their goal in this material world is, what is their aim in life. So what he does is his pure devotee. He takes the same position as Dinanath. The Dinanathas or the devotees of Lord Krishna who preach the path of devotional service become the favorites of the demigods. Generally, people are interested in worshipping demigods. especially Lord Shiva, because he gives benedictions very easily without any bhakti or with little efforts. So people take to the god who sanctions their demands very quickly. So, in order to obtain material benefits, a pure devotee who engages in preaching principles of devotional service as prescribed in Bhagavatam does not need to separately worship the demigods. The demigods are automatically pleased and they offer all the blessings within their capacity. As by watering the root of the tree, the leaves, branches are automatically watered. So, by executing pure devotional service to Lord, the twigs, the branches, the leaves, known of the Lord, known as demigods, are automatically pleased with the devotee, and they offer all of benedictions. So, this is what is said in this shloka. We'll read it again. Jnanam agyata tatvaya yo dadyat satpathet mritam. Yo dadyat satpathe mritam. Yo dadyat satpathe mritam. Krapalor deenanathasya devastasya anugruhnate. ज्ञानमज्ञानतत्त्वाय यो दद्यात् सत्पथे मृतं कृपालोर्दीननाथस्य देवास्तस्य अनुगृह्णते ज्ञानमज्ञाततत्त्वाय यो दद्यात् सत्पथे मृतं. Come on, you repeat after me. Tell you, memorize. You have to memorize the shloka. Then the beauty of it is held in the mind. Jnanamagyata tatvaya yo dadhyat satpratemrutam. Jnanamagyata tatvaya yo dadhyat satpatemrutam. Yad dadhyat satpathe satpathe mritam. Kripalo ardina nathasya devastasya अनुगृह्णते ज्ञानमज्ञाततत्त्वाय यो दद्यात् सत्पते भृतं कृपालोर्दीननाथस्य देवास्तस्य अनुगृह्णते. And the meaning of that is the narration of Dhruva Maharaj's sublime knowledge for the attainment of immortality. The narration of Dhruva Maharaj. Immortality Amritam. Persons unaware of the absolute truth can be led to the path of truth. Those who, out of transcendental kindness, take on the responsibility of becoming master protectors of the poor living entities, they automatically gain the interest and blessings of demigods. Hari Bol.